Good evening and welcome to another Zelda 1 Randomizer random percent race. This is the final four, the finals of the uh, uh, elimination bracket. And yes, I'm John Tabin. Joined by me is Dracia. Good evening, Dracia.
Sorry, I was in the middle of eating something. Good evening.
Yeah, no,
Sorry, tonight.
No problem. Finish what you're eating, and I will explain why Cytown's files are oh no Oko. In the final four, there are a number of advanced flags that can be in play. The bot randomly roll flags like max HP enemies, one-hit knockout, blackout, spots, and the bot tonight randomly spit out possible one-hit knockout. So it's 50-50 that they may be killable, that Link may die to anything. We won't know that, of course, until Link gets hit, because it is random percent, so it's still 50-50 on that flag, like many others.
Right, you are there.
And
we are beginning. We've got either Sprite Shuffle or Fun Percent.
Yeah, they are starting with, a piece of meat, which is matching their tunic colors, so could be a couple of things. It's a sword.
Their tunic.
Oh, yeah, it's sword. Yeah.
And they have started with no Triforces.
Yeah, they had 4 hearts. So the 1 to 5 heart shuffle is still on from the Elite 8 flags. So they got a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Fortunately for our runners, unfortunately for us, Oko did not.
Oh, yep, they are taking hits and not dying immediately. So. No, there no trails there. The way the final 4 flag works is only one of the super advanced flags can be on at once. So that once the bot rolled the flag set, we knew that it was either it was possible Oko, but it couldn't be any of the other things that are added on final 4.
Kairos is bringing up a very good point in chat, though, that this could still be technically swordless, even though they have a sword to start.
Yeah, that's right.
And it does look like Fun Percent as well, because the bombs also rolled to meat, and Zora is spitting meat at us. So yeah, everything's bait tonight. It's going to be a very meaty seed.
Yeah, that's a great point. It is 50-50 swordless, and just because their starting item is a sword doesn't mean that it's a sworded seed, if you will. If they find 2 blue candles in a cave, that means they're going to have to find the wand if Ganon's required, which is also 50-50.
So many things are 50-50. We also do have permanent sword beams, which is going to be nice for our runners to see.
Yeah, permanent sword beams, it messes up some people on the Ganon fight because they're used to it changes some of the sound cues, but other than that, it makes combat a lot easier. So the first quest magical grave spot and the second quest the first quest magical sword grave and the second quest take any grave both did not push, meaning we do have a mixed quest overworld, because if it were first or second quest, one of those would push.
Absolutely, and it looks like the large secret rolled vanilla to 100, but the door repair rolled to 19 rather than 20.
Interesting.
Unless Cytown had 101 rupees and I didn't know.
So Cytown finds what I guess is the white sword or the magical sword, and he can't pick it up.
Well, we did find the wood sword cave, and since they've already got the wood sword, Cytown gets his free can.
No. And there was a sword there, so.
So it is not a swordless seed. However, they could still have the upgrades, the sword upgrades replaced with
bomb upgrades. Yeah.
So that Cytown saw over there.
It was a blue piece of meat, which could be bombs, could be a white sword. So
could also be a wand, if I'm not mistaken.
That's true. Or a boomerang for that matter, or a magical boomerang for that matter. But
yeah.
Or silver arrows, even.
Again, yeah, mentioning in chat could be silvers. Shoutouts to Kairos, by the way, being our tracker tonight. Very wonderful human, very good tracker.
Yep. Right, and that fifth heart did let that cytown pick that what must be the white sword item up.
And it was the white sword because we've got.
It was the white sword, yeah.
Yeah. And we are about to see what quest we are mixed.
Mixed first, yeah. So that means that the entrance to first quest level 3 being brown there, like it is in the vanilla game, means that it is the secret distribution will be first quest, meaning there will be 3 large secrets.
Cytown checking out the southwest, the bane of our existence. Finds a small secret. Okay, maybe things did roll vanilla, and Cytown just had 101 rupees.
Yeah, that would be pretty weird if the big secret were 100 and the door repair were 19. But I think he must have just grabbed a rupee somewhere.
It looks like absolutely nothing is burning down. This is great.
Yeah.
The dead woods are just, you know, dead.
Yeah, so far we've seen. So far, like everything they've checked that's in only one quest has just not opened, unless I missed something. But, yeah.
That just means that we are going to find everything in Death Mountain. Cytown is headed to the grave, so he's going to see neither of the spots push. And Thirwolf is going to get his free candle from the Woodsword Cave.
Yeah, Thirwolf is just a few screens behind Cytown, just routed it slightly differently. I imagine he's going to find that fifth heart container and also get a white sword. Oh no, the Lionel corrects me. He snipes him, and might be a while before he gets back to that area.
Yeah, the good old Lionel snipe. Best worst thing in the world.
Yeah. Not a particularly friendly starting location they have either. Of course, being this late in the tournament, it's full start shuffle, so no no particular kindness on behalf of the runners there.
And we've got beefy Tektites, which are a whole lot of fun to deal with.
Hey, that cave!
They do not have a knock. Sorry, go ahead.
We got a cave this first quest only that actually opened. Amazing.
Look at that. But yeah, a fun part about red Tektites, or Tektites in general, is they don't have a knockback animation. So if they get hit and they are above 1 HP, they teleport backwards.
Yeah, they're pretty obnoxious to deal with when they roll up. So, but these runners are both very used to dealing with obnoxious things. Cytown, the runner-up in the fall tournament, if you thought that was a fluke, he's back here in the Final Four. Clearly not. Thirwolf loves crazy flags and insane challenges. So,
oh yeah.
So Cytown has a level. We have hidden dungeon numbers.
We just don't know yet what the shape is going to be.
Yeah, I have not. If it's a vanilla shape, I haven't caught it yet. Maybe First Quest 7?
It's possible. If the palettes aren't shuffled, then this is definitely First Quest 7. Because First Quest 3 doesn't have that little clump in the bottom.
Yeah.
And if enemies are vanilla, then this is also correct to be level 7 with the blue Gurias there.
That's true. If
worst enemy in the game.
Oh, that's right. You played that. You played that seed this afternoon against me.
Yeah, that was no bombs and no keys.
And lots of Gurias. Anyway, cytown just got a hint that Dodongo dwells in the forest. That means level 2 somewhere in the forest. And
that is if we have helpful hints. It could still be deceptive.
Yeah, it could be a lie.
Or wait, no, we've got I think it has to be mixed at this point, but I'm not sure.
I don't know if we've seen enough, but it looks like that Salphos is carrying a Triforce. Those two meat things are flashing. Cytown trying to get it on this side of the river so he can grab that Triforce without
and there it is.
Ladder, yep.
Well, he's probably going to take a look real quick to see what Triforce he picked up.
Yeah, I think it's... Yep, that's 7.
And that is indeed 7.
Yeah,
Most
and they didn't
first quest 7 based on.
And they didn't start with any Triforce pieces, so Cytown up 1-0 on that. But Thirwolf about to find it. Let's see if he jumps in like Cytown does. Did.
To answer Snake Man in chat, how do they know what they pick up if everything looks like bait? It is what it. Everything has its static menu location.
Yeah.
Speaking of vanilla locations, there we go. That's the letter in the letter cave.
Yeah, you can. The menu location, the items are all in the same place, and even before they look at the menu, there are certain cues that certain items can only take certain palettes, even with the sprites shuffled, so they can sort of tell. For example, the bow and the wooden arrows and the wooden sword and
pretty much anything made out of wood.
And the wooden boomerang all take whatever Link's tunic color is, and then there are a bunch of and there are certain things that are always blue and certain things that are always red, like that, and so forth. But and there are certain things that are always two sprites together, like the ladder and the raft and the and heart containers are all made of two sprites. So in a fun percent seed like this one, where everything's meat, it'll be double meat, like you saw with that Triforce piece earlier.
And the Thirwolf getting a taste of bananas. A little bit too much potassium there.
Thirwolf's had enough of this 7. That's see if he goes back in, but
I mean, I don't really blame him, but
yeah, I've noticed about Cytown, he's a little bit more willing than some other runners to dig those deeper dungeons, like First Quest 7 or Second Quest 8, that it can be kind of a gamble. And in this case, he's ahead of Triforce Piece because he went in and it wasn't too deep.
Yep, and the Armos item was not shuffled. That was the power bracelet that Cytown just picked up. Thirwolf has it as well.
There's 9. I did not catch the entry column on 9. Did anyone see it?
Well, if we've got the way that 7 was, it's definitely either First Quest or Shade.
Oh, great point. Good point. Yeah.
Probably First Quest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And up the mountain just has a
Lies Link.
Thirwolf has found a level.
And Thirwolf found a level under the Second Quest level 4 push block.
And this looks like it's probably level 6.
I guess those were bombs you picked up.
This item is. Or not Armos item, sorry. Coast item.
Yeah, I didn't get a look at it. Was it anything?
I barely got.
Yeah.
I don't even know what color it was. So.
Yeah. It was. People are saying it was a double sprite at least, so it's either a heart or the raft, or can't be the ladder or something broke. So.
Yeah. Yeah. As well, this is definitely level 6. So we've got oops, all First Quest. South Coast does not seem to have much going for it. Nothing at all. But Cytown will likely find level 2 soon, as it is in the forest, if he can get through all these Lynels. Nice clock drop. And here's level 2. Thirwolf making great work through that magical breakfast room there.
Quick compass and two for Cytown. And yeah, so far it seems like the enemies are unshuffled. They're seeing ropes in 2 and wizrobes in 6 and so forth.
And level 4 is also in the forest, so shouldn't be too long before Cytown finds that. Oh, and Thirwolf gets a very timely clock there. Fighting blue wizrobes in a moat room without a ladder is very awful. So that
not so bad when they can't move.
A lot easier for him. Yeah. We there, and that is quite far away there. That Triforce, and Thirwolf is not in the mood to fight a Gleeok. Which, frankly, I don't blame him.
Cytown pulls the Triforce out of 2. See if he goes back in and tries to find floor items.
It's a 2's a very easy dig.
Yeah, but on the other hand, it's all combat, so it can.
That is very true.
In a seed like this, where it might not even be forced Ganon, maybe you want to just rush the Triforces and not dig for anything, because you might not even need the bow.
That definitely makes sense, and I believe this is level 3.
Yeah, it looks like a 3 for sure.
Yeah, that's how time just walked into.
Yeah.
Syscrusher in chat making a good point. Cytown could
yeah, if he's
well.
Yeah, if you since the I mean it's less than it's I think it's a little more than 50-50 that items will be shuffled because of how other flags interact, but they can be unshuffled, in which case you want to get the bow out of 1 and the ladder out of 4, and that's about it. So
absolutely. And
yeah.
oh, we've got very cheap bombs and a nice upgrade, getting +5 for just 77 rupees.
Very nice.
Cytown picking up the heart and getting through even more of the level 3. Step over the water to reach the silver arrow. So the silvers are
ladder blocked.
Gleeok lurks with the raft. That is not vanilla. So we do have our items shuffled. And a feat of strength will lead to the magic key.
Did we already see a power bracelet blocked dungeon?
Yes. I believe it was level 6 that was
okay, so
under the 2Q4 spot.
So unless there's, I mean, a feat of strength can mean the power bracelet spots or the grave. But assuming none of those other spots have other levels, then probably the magical keys in 6. We won't mark it on the tracker yet, but that's probably, from our runner's perspective, that's something that Thirwolf would be thinking about. Is that
definitely very likely the case? And Cytown has found level 4 again. Gleeok lurking in the forest. Forest is rich with dungeons.
Yeah.
We got 2, 4, and 3. And Thirwolf is about to find, I believe that was 2. That was in the 2Q7 spot. Fred, we got a Gleeok in a Gleeok room in 4. Come on, man. Oh, those up. They do not go down to a white sword hit. That is.
Aquamentus awaits with the boomerang. Sail not to save the princess. And step over the water to reach the raft. Now,
so that means that if the raft is in 4, it's going to be letterboxed.
Yeah.
However, this could still be deceptive hints.
Exactly. Yeah, I was just gonna say none of those were jokes, meaning they're not mixed helpful and community. So some of them could be lies, meaning they would be mixed true and false.
I believe Alsoa put it. way back, hints are helpful until recorders and...
Yeah.
And we found another dungeon.
Looks like 8.
This is, yeah, this has got to be 8. And the manhandlers are beefy. But Thirwolf makes great work with a double bullseye there. And Cytown is already up to 4 Triforces. Yeah, and I think
that's a great point because so 8 was under a power bracelet spot, right? So if Feat of Strength leads to the any key, that means that the any key could be an 8, not 6. So, in which case, vanilla items are still in play.
Absolutely, and if vanilla items are in play, that means that we do have deceptive hints.
Yeah.
And we've got a very quick Triforce.
Yeah, I don't know that Thirwolf's going to go back in there because we'll see. And there are 2 items, potentially 3. We haven't seen evidence of Heart Shuffle, but it is 50-50. Well, here's a quick staircase. Is it the transport or an item? It's an item. It's raft or ladder? It's ladder.
That is the ladder.
Good thing he dipped back in there.
Absolutely. So items are indeed not vanilla. And that, so whether or not those hints are deceptive, that's still in play.
Yeah.
And the 2Q mag spot just has a potion shop. I think Thirwolf's gonna do a world wrap here, grab that, go back to exploring the forest. It's my guess anyway, it could be wrong.
Well, now that he has the ladder, he can world wrap. So I might do that. Yeah. Grab that heart on the way.
I keep forgetting that Thirwolf still has the wood sword.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because
oh gosh, how beefy are these things?
Yeah, he died before he could get back to that white sword. So and there's not much left unchecked, so it might take him a while to route back there.
Cytown about to find his hints.
Now, if that step over to reach the silver arrow hint's true, then despite his Triforce deficit, Thirwolf has a bit of an advantage right now. If it's Forced Ganon. If it's not Forced Ganon, then it doesn't matter. Unless Zelda's ladder blocks or something. The ladder's often an advantage one way or another.
Oh, absolutely. You know, ladder is king whether it's required or not, because if it's not required, it still makes everything a heck of a lot easier.
So Thirwolf's heading back to this power bracelet spot. We'll see if he loops back to those forest spots and maybe gives that white sword a grab.
Yeah, he's got the spots here to check, so since he's right there, might as well. The real question is whether or not the red ring silver arrows are forced in 9. Because I mean, step over the water, that could literally be anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's could be a ladder block 9.
And Cytown is grabbing the rest of the hints. Sail not, raft's not required. So he's probably not going to go back into 4.
Thirwolf getting a white sword.
Alright, and Thirwolf and Cytown both have all of the hint knowledge. Thirwolf the advantage with the ladder, Cytown the advantage with the Triforce. Yep, 24 minutes in, and this is still absolutely anybody's race. And Thirwolf goes ahead and buys some arrows. Makes sense, he's got all that money. Not much else to spend it on.
Cytown finding a level on Death Mountain.
With this color, this has got to be 5.
The Returns of the Grave is correct. That is, it's at the power bracelet spot near 5.
Everything has been truthful so far, so I would go ahead and assume helpful hints.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on Thirwolf's side.
Apparently, there's a issue on his end. He'll be back as soon as he'll be back as soon as we can get him. But we can watch Cytown in the meantime.
I'm just glad that it's just his stream and not his game.
Yeah.
And Cytown bought the second bomb upgrade over here in level 5, so he's got 18 bombs. Very, very nice. But with that moat there's probably not much else that he can do. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Cytown sorting down these Gibdos. He won't be able to, but he sees that there's a key in the middle just to see it. What's in there? Just sorted them down to see what the drop was, and it was in fact. And we're back with Thirwolf, who has apparently picked up the level 4 Triforce while we didn't have him.
Excellent. And Cytown's making great work of those bunnies. You know, if only I had bow and arrow, but he with it.
Yeah, he makes it look easy.
And Cytown is just blazing through these. We got some Tridongos blocking the Triforce room. Grabs a key for his troubles, and he found that workaround. Oh, and we've got a recorder-blocked Triforce in level 5.
Oh boy.
Behind a Dig Doctor, which is almost vanilla.
Yeah, it's
just
well, in the middle of the game, the Dig Doctor opens the shutter to the Triforce room. But yeah, it's basically the same thing. And so the question is, where's the recorder? Because it appears to be required.
Could still be here in 5.
That's true.
But now it is time for Cytown to start digging for items.
Yeah. And Cytown's Triforce lead has come from rushing Triforces and not sticking around to dig items at all, so he will have to change course now. The reason there's so much meat is this is random percent, and fun percent is a flag that replaces every sprite with the same sprite, in this case meat. And it is and in this flag set it is random whether we have fun percent, sprite shuffle, or vanilla sprites, and looks like
best item in the game.
Magical Boomerang in 5?
Magical Boomerang in 5.
Ohio.
Ohio indeed. Mr. Cab in chat calling for a retry. Now the best... Oh, we've got level 1 right here on Cytown screen.
Yeah. Cytown doesn't
Yes,
even bother
South
to other
P39.
doesn't even bother to pirouette that bomb wall just because he has so many bombs. He just opens it up to save the extra screen transitions.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got the resources, might as well save the time.
Yeah, so a 6-second pirouette is not something you want to give up if you don't have to against someone like Thirwolf. So
Absolutely. That's also, funnily enough, an interesting routing difference in the vanilla 100%. Some people will grab an extra key in level 4 to avoid having to pirouette level.
yeah, they're because you get the magical key in that category. There are actually 3 different keys you can route out, and the pirouette's one of them. So Cytown finds
Boomerang.
wooden boomerang.
Another truthful hint. So now, whether the magical boomerang or the wooden boomerang is better, really, the better boomerang is just.
We were told not to get into politics here, so. But
I am sorry. And Thirwolf goes ahead and finds level 2. At this point, he's probably going to go ahead and dig it with the knowledge that he's got. The meat icon, Spino, is this is what's called fun %. So every sprite in the game is just one sprite. In this case, the bait. Feels like anything that can roll high has rolled high.
Cytown gets the Triforce out of 1. Let's see if he goes back in and. Yeah, he's gonna go back in because there's still floor item to find.
So is there, instead of a plus or minus HP flag, is this just a plus HP flag? I haven't seen a single thing roll down.
Yeah. Tracker in chat saying the red Lionel's rolled down.
Okay, that's a,
But sometimes it does seem like the thing that rolled down is much less. Is the things that rolled up are everywhere, and the thing that rolled down is like not, not so much everywhere.
a great point. This is definitely a beef seed with so many enemies rolling up and every sprite being beef or whatever you might want to call the bait. I believe there's 3 rooms left for Cytown to check in level 1. Thirwolf is back in level 3 digging around a little bit. And this could be the drop room, because it's the vanilla. And that was a wand.
Oh. And so he got the wand. Did he get a heart container on the floor in there?
Yes, it was in the Aquaburst room.
All right, so far it seems like heart shuffle off.
I love select flopping in fun %, where Cytown meant to try to bomb that wall, and instead just threw the meat instead of dropping it.
Yeah.
But explosive meat, is that Taco Bell?
I don't know, but so Cytown continuing to explore Death Mountain, and
apologies for making my co-commentator here uncomfortable with a pun like that.
I mean, you mentioned Taco Bell, just as SpeedGaming Espanol is rating us. It's kind of... Anyway.
Anyhow, this is probably going to be the item room for Thirwolf. As
Yeah.
Cytown, once again, select swaps to the boomerang. And Cytown finds level 8. And he's gonna find his ladder soon.
Yeah, given the ladder was not very deep in level 8, so I'd be shocked if he didn't find it. Unless he just takes the Triforce and opes out, but given what he knows, that wouldn't make sense. Now, Thirwolf just got a red meat sprite. What was that?
That was the recorder.
Recorder!
Wait, this is a Fred room. A manhandler in a double turret room. In level 8, just left of the entrance.
So it looks like their recorder is going to old unbeaten. Meaning, there's a recorder to new dungeons flag, which goes to the dungeons that are in the seed itself, rather than the first quest locations, the way it does in both first and second quest in the vanilla game. And then there's a separate flag, recorder to beaten or recorder to unbeaten. And that took him to the first quest 5 location, which is a Triforce he doesn't have, which makes me think it's recorded unbeaten and not new locations.
That definitely makes sense.
And conveniently enough, it was only one screen away from this level 6 that he still has to do.
Yeah, go figure. And I believe the ladder is right here.
Yeah, Cytown about to get his ladder.
Fine. Yep, that is it.
Yeah, the recorder being in 3 is probably good news for Cytown, because that he knows where 3 is, and it's not very big, so it won't be that far down his list of things to redig.
Yeah, it's just in that mildly irritating reverse C room filled with red dark nuts. But
No.
I mean,
And we've seen every level. I don't know if Cytown's seen 9, but I know Thirwolf has. And-
yes, Cytown actually saw 9 first.
All right. Okay, so I think they've both seen every level at this point, unless I'm wrong.
I believe. And the magical sword location is near the.
Oh, I don't think Cytown's seen 6. I think that's the
Oh,
one. Yeah.
you are right.
Yeah.
That was in the 2Q4.
Yeah,
spot, right?
yeah. Which is why he's still digging, and that's the one advantage Thirwolf has. The dungeon he's digging now is something Cytown hasn't seen yet. He'll make his way there eventually, but we'll see how long it takes. Now, if Cytown goes into 3, blows his recorder, it'll put him right next to that spot, and he'll find it pretty quick. So
That is true, as long as he steers clear. Oh wait, he's got to steer clear of the.
yeah, he can't get the Triforce in 5 without the recorder. So even if he gets every other Triforce, it will take him to 5.
Yeah, he'll find 6 relatively quickly. Wow, I can speak today. And yeah, he's headed into 3 right now. Oh
Yep.
wait, no, 2.
He's gonna do 2. He's gonna do 2 before 3. So this is the final 4. The final 4 flags. There are a bunch of advanced flags that could have rolled, and none of them actually did. The one that could have, in this case, what the bot spit out was one at knockout, and it didn't roll as that. But the Elite 8 flags are all still in play. So sprites are random, and in this case, they're fun percent all meat. Dungeons are random. In this case, they're all first quest. Overworld quest is random. In this case, it's mixed. And a lot of other good stuff going on. We got HPs shuffled, and And it's random whether Ganon's required or not. We don't know that yet. It will be 9 Triforces to enter 9. We know that the recorder is in 3 and is required to get the Triforce out of 5.
Cytown is in 3, just picked up the red candle from 2. So it shouldn't be too much longer before he finds his recorder, and he will easily make his way to level 6.
I think Cytown got the heart container while he was in here before, so all he's going to do is blitz until he finds the staircase room, and I think the reverse C was the only potential staircase room we even saw, so he should find it pretty quickly.
I think you are correct, because even if we can't have second quest staircase rooms in first quest dungeons, can we?
No.
Okay, so yeah, even if there was a room or something like that room.
Yeah. Oh, you can't have second quest stairs in first quest dungeons now, we're being told. And that's one of the things about random percent is that there are all these little nuances to how the flags work and how they work in combination with each other. So it's in addition to testing their combat and routing, and test their knowledge of the randomizer itself, so they can just figure out what the heck the rules of the game are.
Yeah, it's always interesting to look through, and we've got a red item in level 6. This could be the book. And it is an atlas.
Book is atlas. Yeah. They're
they both, have very good knowledge of dungeon layouts, but it's nice to have it up in the HUD.
Yeah. So yeah, and we know that's the only flag is going to modify the book, because if it were Boomstick, the book would be in a shop, and if it were Book to Understand Old Men, they would have all the NPCs would have been saying the same thing, and they're not.
Absolutely, and Cytown finds his recorder the same time that Thirwolf gets the Triforce out of 8. I believe that was in its vanilla room too.
Yeah, the Triforce in 6 was kind of a slog, and let's see if Cytown's going to find it if he walks down and does this check right now. So
there's no reason not to at this point. So here we go.
Yep.
Into 6 he goes.
Yeah. So here's the situation. Thirwolf still has to find 5 and 1. They're on Death Mountain. He's going to make his way to them. Cytown knows exactly where to go once he goes back to 5 to kill the Dig Dogger and grab the Triforce. So it's not going to take him very long. So the question is, can Cytown clear 6 in less time than it takes Thirwolf to do 1 and 5?
More will be revealed.
No.
He's making great work of this breakfast room, though. With his 18 bombs.
Yep. Yeah, and neither runner has the bow. We have not seen it. So if it is Ganon required, we may have a ways to go, but I don't think either of them are going to go out of their way to keep digging stuff until they know they have to. And it is important items in 9 is also 50-50, so it's possible the bow's in 9.
Absolutely. The bow could be in 9, with the silvers being Goma blocked.
Oh, that's always fabulous.
There haven't been many trolls in this seed. We've got to have one shoe drop,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, this has been a tough combat seed, but it hasn't really slowed either of them down. Like if you were watching most people do this seed, I think you would see more than like the 1 or 2 deaths we've seen.
Yeah, we've got some great combat going on here.
Oh yeah, if this is seeded roll to Oko, it would have been pretty brutal.
Yeah, thank goddess it didn't. We would be here for a very long time if it did. And Cytown is going to get that Triforce here pretty soon. Well, not as soon as he would have wanted to, because that bomb wall did not open. Or I should say that wall did not bomb. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
And the book is in this room, I believe. Yeah, another magical breakfast. And those bomb upgrades just paying dividends for cytown.
Yeah.
He's able to just absolutely demolish these rooms.
Yeah,
Which,
his just bomb and white sword. Bomb. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, it just all those bombs like made his dig of level 6 significantly faster than Thirwolf's was.
Yeah, and his use of bombs and white sword in combat is very efficient and impressive.
Extremely.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Thirwolf, he's checking everything else except for Death Mountain. So he's given cytown some time.
Well, the spawn point is Death Mountain, so
That's true. He should get. I mean, he'll get to it eventually, but it's just.
oh yeah.
But cytown's got the level 6 Triforce, and he knows exactly where to go to get the level 5 Triforce. So I think cytown has a bit of a lead here, unless Ganon's required, and Thirwolf happens to bomb the bow first. So certainly not over, but I'd rather be cytown right now.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. And yeah, it is best of 3, and this is a first.
Yep, this is game 1. Game 2 will be tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Not sure the channel yet.
Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern on one of the Randomizer channels, we think. Yeah.
cytown is headed directly back into 5. I wonder if he's going to poke around for the item, or if he's just going to go grab that Triforce and make his way to nothing.
I would imagine he'll Triforce and go, but Thirwolf's going to find 5 pretty soon.
Yep, it is on this screen, so...
Yep.
Oh, right. 5 is the 5's the magical boomerang. He already got the item.
Yeah.
My bad. So, it's looking like we've got the Redbird special with the bow in 7.
Or 9.
Less important items are in 9, yeah.
Yeah.
Now Thirwolf also up to 18 bombs.
Yeah, red ring and silvers in 9 is 50-50, so most likely it's red ring and silvers in 9, and
Yeah, I mean at this point we've only got 4 items left. We've got 7, 8, and the 2 and 9. Because the raft is in 4.
yeah, and any key is an 8.
Right.
Is an 8 based on assuming the hints are true, which they all have been. Any key is under push block, so it has to be 8.
That is correct. And Thirwolf's gonna get his Triforce from 5 here soon.
Yeah.
And not sure where cytown is headed right now. The any road brings
Any road.
him northwest or northeast rather.
Oh, really annoying death for Thirwolf. I mean, he'll go right back there, but
Yeah, we've got a strong big dogger here. Did
Yeah.
not go down to 2 bombs.
so cytown
And
first into
cytown-
level 9.
At exactly 48 minutes. So, John, what are we looking for, listening for, trying to figure out here?
Well, I don't know. Do we have audio from cytown? I'll leave that to the restreamer. But if we do get audio from, yeah, there it is. First of all, we're going to listen for the roar of Ganon, which will tell us we're adjacent to him. We'll be looking for a shutter that, if Ganon is required, there will be a shutter that doesn't open even when you clear the enemies. That will be Zelda. If Ganon isn't required, which is what cytown is hoping based on the play he's made, jumping into 9 with no bow, you'll simply be able to walk into Zelda's room and rescue her. Now, it is 50-50 that Ganon and Zelda are forced to their own rooms. If that's the case, you'll only be able to enter Zelda's room from the south, and given that I haven't caught sight of a Ganon or Zelda room elsewhere in the seed, I might have missed it, but assuming Cytown hasn't either, he will probably favor routing upward, but we'll see what he does. And meanwhile, Thirwolf's found level 1.
Roar. So Ganon is south of here. Or at least, I think.
South.
I swear I heard a roar.
I thought I heard a roar too.
So this should be... No.
Must be
Okay.
must be east.
Around.
Yeah.
And Thirwolf is going to find the boomerang and the wand in level 1. Although he might
might
not
just
even dig.
Yeah, he might just try first and go, give him the time.
And we've got those silvers. Here we go. We've
Ooh.
got the silvers, but we don't have anything to shoot them with. Unfortunately, we cannot throw arrows at Ganon, as nice as that would be.
Yeah.
They are silver arrows, not silver javelins. And, the Patcher was guarding the map, sort of.
Thirwolf gets his wooden boomerang. Hoping it was the bow, and it was not.
Unfortunately not.
Actually, he didn't even menu. I think he has some... Probably has some strat I haven't even thought of for telling... Like, cycling through things and telling what's what, but...
Probably.
Yeah.
That was the wrong way to push that block size.
East awaits in... That is true. We heard the roar while we were in the northwest.
Yep. Unfortunately, something he already knew, so not the hint he was looking for. This
Now
could be a compass room.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen vanilla drops elsewhere, but the compass... If there are vanilla drop rooms, then the compass is a black floor. So you often get in the habit of clearing these. But...
Yeah. Always clear the black rooms in level 9.
Yeah. If that flag was on, we would have seen Triforces and Triforce rooms and heart containers and boss rooms, but I don't think we've been seeing that. But
No,
still a
only
good habit.
couple of them.
Still a good habit, because...
Absolutely. And a couple more rooms. Thirwolf is going to find his wand. Cytown got to be very careful here. One more hit from those Wizrobes will take him out. And one hit from those Danger Noodles will also take him out. Very fancy footwork here. Yeah, these runners are absolutely showcasing why they are in the Final Four.
Absolutely.
With movement like that, combat like that. You know, this is a very combat-heavy seed, and they have, like you said,
We've seen a couple
maybe,
deaths, yeah. Like,
maybe 3 or 4
Yeah,
between the two of
yeah.
them.
Thirwolf grabs the Triforce out of 1. Now here's an interesting question. Thirwolf needs to go back 7 to get his final Triforce piece. Does he dig out the bow? If he does, then it's basically Ganon required or not determines who wins the seed.
Oh,
But-
absolutely.
Unless Cytown, finds the shutter fast and Thirwolf But yeah, but that's a good point. I don't know that Thirwolf doesn't have everything we have, so he doesn't know that it's definitely the bow in there. So the only way he's gonna dig it is if he comes across it by kind of on the way.
That is true. And it's a fairly quick Triforce in level 7 as well. Oh gosh. Gotta love the frame rate where the red Wizrobes just decide that they want to only kind of appear and just completely wreck.
Yeah, if I were in a 9 like this, I would be jumping in every staircase, hoping to find a red ring. I don't know if Cytown has quite the same priorities, but...
Yeah, I think Cytown's top priority right now is Ganon required. Because if not, he's got to go to 7. And Thirwolf is in 9, so he also opted not to dig for the bow. Which I don't know if he...
Yeah, I don't know if he already had 7 and it just wasn't marked or what, but...
Yeah. But Cytown is out of keys right now.
Oh, Fury's saying he did 7 in 45 seconds.
Sounds about right. Ah, good old Patra. I hope that was an intentional potion. Either way, a good thing to do. Gotta love rooms like that, too. You walk in, you get immediately ambushed by blue Wizrobes. Chat bringing up a good point. Thirwolf also did not find the item in
oh yeah, that's a great point. So if they find a Zelda door that doesn't open, Thirwolf's first move might be to go redig 5, which so in addition to his exploration advantage in within 9, Cytown has a bit of an advantage. It turns out Ganon's required. Of course, Ganon's not required. Thirwolf could take a right turn and Cytown could take a wrong turn, and Thirwolf could steal a race from him like right now. So keep your eyes open.
Absolutely. Yeah, keys could be a deciding factor here. Given the fact that Cytown does not have any. But, I mean, Thirwolf could go through all 4 of his keys very quickly.
Yeah, there are... yeah, First Quest 9 has a lot of key doors.
Absolutely. I wonder if Cytown's going to try to set up a Kanana key here. Because if Zelda is in her vanilla room, yep, that appears to be the case. Oh, very nicely done.
Yeah, and he did what he did there is there's a second when the shutter opens, so the game like opens all the doors, so you can walk through a key door like that and glitch it open the way he did. So it's just a matter of timing that he pulled off very nicely.
Really fun part is in Boomstick Seeds, you can Kanana key with a bomb wall as well.
Yep.
It's a lot more precise.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it with a bomb too if it's corner to corner and you place it just right. But you only get one shot.
Yeah, it's a lot more precise.
Yeah.
That's not a room, Cytown. Yeah, the top right of the skull has that extra room in the blank space. That's where the red ring is in vanilla.
Yeah.
Top left, unfortunately, does not have that extra.
Very, very tense race at this point. Either runner could win this at any moment, or could find at any moment that they need to go find a bow.
Yeah, and I mean, a hint that that either one of these runners could stumble upon a hint to where Zelda is, and that also could change the game at a moment's notice. That is why
or find a compass.
The great equalizer.
Yeah. Thirwolf has not heard the roar, I don't think. Although we don't have his audio, so I don't know for sure. But it's but I don't think he's been up to that top left side. Cytown getting out. Did he see a shutter, or did I miss it? Or did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was that room with all of the gels.
Okay.
I believe so.
Or he's just buying bombs.
Could be. I'm not 100% yet. But he's headed into 7. So yeah, that I believe that gel room was the shutter. So it is the Redbird specialty.
And I forgot how close 7 and 9 are together.
Yeah, that could end up leading first because it's right there.
Yeah.
Nice easy heart there. I love that mold arms take the fun percent sprite as well.
Yeah. These meat snakes.
Meat snakes. The wand with the fire works great in rooms like these because you are some of the enemies and just absolutely torch them. And unfortunately for Cytown, that was not the staircase he was looking for. And that was the map. And Thirwolf, unfortunately, on the wrong side of the skull. I believe the Zelda room is in the southeast. As Cytown, unfortunately, takes a BMO's death. And Thirwolf also takes a death. Of course, I guess this is a version of Commentator's Curse. You and I talking about how neither of them were dying very much.
Yeah.
They're dying.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a rough night. It's
very much so.
It's combat heavy. It's resource heavy. It's taking all their keys, all their bombs, it's killing them. It's and it's only game 1, but it's still kind of high stakes. So.
Yeah, this is a very, very mean level 9. Here's the shoe that dropped that we were talking about. Had to be trolled by something, right?
Yeah.
Like a Wizard beam. Fury makes a good point. Thirwolf could stumble across the red ring and that would give him that massive combat advantage.
Yeah, I gotta think Cytown's gonna be able to handle Green Tunic, White Sword Ganon, but Red Ring certainly makes things simpler.
Oh, absolutely. And there's the bow for Cytown.
Yep.
So he is at 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 45 seconds in go mode.
Yep.
But yeah, with the amount of health that our runners have, I mean, red ring is never something that anybody would turn down. But with only 9 hearts, even with a potion, they could only stand 4 Ganon hugs before dying. But Cytown has all the information, and all that's left is the bacon and the girl. And with silver arrows, he's going to be able to fly through enemies really quickly as well. He's got, 205 rupees.
Yeah.
Plenty of resource.
Zol's rolled up so far they won't even die to a silver arrow. The virus did, though.
Yeah. Which I would rather have a Zol roll up than a Vire roll up, because
yeah,
if
you can get bombs from the virus.
You can get bombs, yeah.
Yeah.
And Cytown just a couple of rooms away from.
Yeah, he heard Ganon in this room. We're on Thirwolf's audio at the moment, but I think Cytown, we'd be hearing a roar on Cytown's side if we had his audio. So the only question is how to get in there.
Probably through that key door that he doesn't have a key.
Oh yeah, that's right, he doesn't have a key. I don't think we saw a path to Ganon open without keys. Oh wow.
I believe you have.
Yeah, put yourself in Cytown's shoes. He doesn't know that Thirwolf doesn't have the bow. For all he knows, Thirwolf's in the same room he is.
Oh, here we go. We've got a bomb wall here. I believe the Ganon is 1 room down from here. Yep, here he is. Hour 6 minutes 10 seconds. Here's Ganon. And we do not have a 0 HP Ganon, but we've got a beautiful stun lock. Oh. And lost it, but getting it back
scary.
very quickly.
Oh,
and
he did it.
Very, very nicely done on Cytown's end.
Cytown has the pig down. He has the path.
Ah, yes.
Shutter opens.
Right up here.
And get your GG in the chat for Cytown, finishing in first place in the official SRL time of 107 flat.
Very nicely done. Absolutely brutal 9, and he made his way in.
Cytown will be joining us shortly.
Thirwolf
hey,
did
Cytown.
find the, oh, hello, Cytown. GG, my love.
Hey, thanks, everybody.
So, Cytown, how relieved were you when you opened the seat up and got hit by something and didn't die immediately?
That was pretty nice. I figured I'd test run it up at Death Mountain and see what happened.
Yeah. So take us through the seed. You were you only died 4 times. I think at least half of those were in level 9, maybe all of them.
I really think all of them might have been.
Yeah.
I finally just had enough, and I knew I was out of bombs. I was using keys like a drunken sailor, And finally, I just said, you know what? Forget about it. I'm gonna go back, get bombs. Bombs are right next to 7. I know the bow's in there. I'm gonna do both at the same time, and I'm going back into 9, and I'm never leaving it again. And
did you have had you confirmed Ganon required before you left 9, or did you just leave for resource reasons?
I sure did not. I just ran out of bombs, and at that point, I just decided, you know what? I'm never leaving 9 again. I will 10 spot a bomb. I'm not gonna do anything stupid like what I just did.
Mm-hmm.
I was really playing on tilt just because Thirwolf is so stinking good. But
yeah, I mean, we were talking about that. Like when you got to that key door, like a couple rooms from Ganon, and you don't have any keys, like you got to be pretty stressed out.
I do hate to interrupt you, John, but Thirwolf has officially forfeited from the race. Understandably so at this point.
Yep. Yeah, he had while we were talking, Thirwolf got the compass and he was trying to find his way there, and he just he typed in the IRC Ganon required ? And confirmed yes. So and he is with us now. Yep. GG Thirwolf.
So bow and 5, I'm guessing.
7.
7? No. Okay.
7.
No. So
5 was a magic boomerang.
Very good.
Yeah, I found every item except for the red ring, and I didn't pick out the item in 4 because the hint said the raft was there.
Yeah.
So Thirwolf, your thoughts on the scene?
So many of the annoying enemies rolled up, like way up. It's very
yes.
Yeah, it was like red Lionels rolled down, and everything else was just high HP.
Yeah.
Like plus or minus 4, it was more like plus 4.
Yeah.
I was playing too fast on loose and just died all over the place. So yeah.
Wait,
result.
Now the bot gave you 50-50 one-hit knockout. Were you relieved when you didn't die as soon as you got hit?
I'm like, yeah. Then I saw that it was 8 Triforces, and I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah, if we were talking like 1 Triforce, okay, but 8 with a one-hit knockout would be.
Yeah, especially we were talking about someone said in this. I said something like they're making this combat look easier than it is, and someone in chat said, "Well, imagine if it were Oko, it would be like some of these like Guerrilla rooms would be just insane."
Yeah, this is an extremely combat-heavy seed.
Well, that and like everything that explodes into other enemies, all rolled up.
Yeah.
So it was just impossible.
Yeah, I think Vires were the only ones that didn't. They did go down to a silver arrow on cytown's side.
But he didn't have the silver arrows until pretty late in the game, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little while into that one before I finally got it.
Speaking of combat,
Thirwolf. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of combat upgrades, Thirwolf actually took an early death, like a screen away from the white sword. So you had the white sword for a while before he did. I think that.
Yeah. I knew it was there, but
right, you'd seen it
without a guarantee.
Right.
Of picking it up would have been sad.
Yeah, it was 5 hearts. So Cytown routed it similarly to you. He saw it, couldn't pick it up.
Died of the Lionels.
Yeah, and then he got the heart container a couple screens away and just looped back.
A bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, you guys have your game 2. Thirwolf, you've already picked a loser's remorse flag, correct?
Right. No shuffle enemy drop groups, so we'll know our bomb droppers.
So
that's an important thing to know, and not just find out later.
Yeah, that is one of my least favorite flags. So I'm very sympathetic. I think you always pick that for loser's remorse, if I'm not mistaken.
For the most part, I think I always have when I've been playing this.
Yeah. So tomorrow night at 8 p.m., Blue Octoroks will drop bombs for sure, but nothing else is for sure. And lots of crazy things could go wrong.
15 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Just no secret spots, please. No secret spots.
Minor item shuffle it is.
I can deal with that. I don't mind that.
I will say, when I picked up the book in 6 and I got a map, I'm like, was that a map?
Yes.
I thought the same thing for a second.
Then I'm like, oh no, it's that book thing.
Well, GG's a very, very entertaining race, and congratulations to you both for coming this far, and we look forward to seeing Game 2 tomorrow.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Yep. Thanks to SpeedGaming for the restream. Thanks to Dracia for joining me on commentary. And thanks so much to our tracker, Gyros. And thanks to our runners, Thirwolf and cytown. Do follow them both because they're awesome. Good night.
Good night, and love y'all and stay awesome.